What do you know about viruses? Some germs are viruses. Any organism or particle that can get inside of you and make you sick is an infectious agent. Some, but not all, bacteria are infectious agents. A virus is another example of an infectious agent. Like bacteria, they are microbes. They cannot be seen by the unaided human eye. However, in many ways, viruses are different from bacteria. Viruses are much smaller than bacteria. They cause different illnesses. They work differently. The illnesses caused by viruses are treated differently. You may have taken an antibiotic to treat an ear infection or strep throat. Antibiotics kill bacteria. Antibiotics don't kill viruses. Viruses, although very small, can cause a lot of changes in your body. They can also affect other animals and plants. What are viruses? Viruses are particles that can cause many different types of diseases in plants and animals. Unlike bacteria, viruses cannot survive on their own. They need a host to survive. Viruses can only reproduce inside cells. Each virus has a way to reproduce once it is inside an organism cell. Viruses cause many different diseases. Some, like the cold virus, make you uncomfortable. Others, like the polio virus, can stop your body from working as it should. There are many different types of viruses. Some viruses are able to infect only certain types of plants and animals. Some viruses infect only plants, others infect only animals, and still others only infect bacteria. For example, the bacteriophage infects bacteria. The feline immunodeficiency virus infects only cats. So you can see the two different shapes of viruses here. And up here we have an infectious agent is something that can get inside your body, multiply, and cause disease. A host is an organism, an animal or a plant, that harbors or provides food and a place to stay for another organism, such as a virus. Because of the number of viruses and the ways they can change over time, it is difficult to treat illnesses caused by viruses, also known as viral illnesses. Treatments for illnesses caused by viruses depends on the illness. Some diseases, like the common cold and the flu, are hard to treat and impossible to cure. Viruses are very hard to remove from your body. You might take cold medicine. The medicine will make you feel better. It may relieve symptoms like a headache, stuffy nose, runny nose, or cough. However, cold medicine does not actually heal you. For colds and most viral illnesses, you just have to wait until the virus dies out. For a cold, this usually takes about 7 days. This table gives you information on some common viral illnesses. Virus and bacteria are easily moved from one person to another. Washing your hands carefully and covering sneezes and coughs are two very easy and very important ways to stop their spread. Many viruses infect other people by droplet transmission. Droplet transmission, a way that an infectious disease can be transmitted. Droplets containing an infectious agent, bacteria or viruses, are released into the air when an infected person sneezes, coughs, talks, or exhales. They then come into contact with another person's eye, nose, or mouth. Okay, here in the table, we have the disease, what it's caused and spread by, the effect on the human body, if there is a cure or not, and a picture of what it looks like. So influenza, also called the flu, is caused by influenza virus, spread by person to person in droplets of coughs and sneezes, droplet spread. Effect on body. Discomfort, high fever can lead to other diseases. Cure or not? No cure. Treat the symptoms to make more comfortable. Yearly immunization for prevention. Common cold, caused by the rhinovirus, adenovirus, spread by droplet spread. Effect on body, discomfort, but not as much as the flu, can cause other diseases. Cure or not, no cure. Chickenpox, caused by the varicella virus, spread by droplet spread. Scratchy, itchy spots on the body, fever and headache are the effects. There is no cure, immunization for prevention, becoming less common because of recent immunization requirements. Smallpox, caused by the variola virus, spread by saliva droplet spread, or direct contact with sores. Small itchy spots, high fever, and death are the effects. There's no cure. There's immunization for prevention, almost eradicated from the planet. Polio, caused by poliomyelitis. Viruses spread by feces, hand to mouth. Effects on the body are minor to severe muscle weakness and paralysis. There is no cure. There is immunization for prevention, and it's almost eradicated from the planet. Are viruses alive? What makes something alive? Viruses reproduce, use energy, and grow, but they can only do this inside another cell. To reproduce, a virus attaches itself to the cell membrane of a host cell. It then either injects or inserts its genetic material into the host cell, or it enters the host cell. The genetic material contains all the information required to make new viruses. Inside the cell, the genetic material causes the host cell to produce the necessary components to make new viruses. The components made by the host cell then assemble to make new viruses. The new viruses are released from the host cell. The exact way that the new viruses are made and released varies from virus to virus. However, they all follow this sequence. A virus must use the structures and metabolism of a host cell to reproduce. Scientists have learned a lot about viruses. Very powerful microscopes, called electron microscopes, have made it possible for scientists to see viruses and observe how they work. Today's microscopes are so powerful that scientists can see viruses as they move. This has made it possible to develop new ways to prevent viral illness. These stop and think questions will be on a Google document that you need to fill out with this reading.